If I had one piece of advice for couples, I would say the most important thing in your relationship is that you feel significant and that your partner feels significant. You're the significant other. And a lot of times people get into relationships and they stay there. They stay there for reasons they shouldn't stay there because they're not significant. If a partner tells you up front, listen, I'm not looking for anything serious. I don't want to really commit to anybody. I went through a bad time or something like this. Believe them. And rather than saying, well, maybe we can be friends, unless you're going to really be friends, and I mean just friends, that's one thing. But a lot of times people will kind of try to massage that and keep it going when it really shouldn't be. If you feel like a placeholder, like you are just holding a space in your relationship with your significant other and they are significant to you, but you're not given that same label or that same feeling, I'm going to go through ways that you can certainly know that, because we lie a lot to ourselves. We're not honest, even though our gut is telling us we don't listen. So let me just go through these as your therapist right now. The one thing, it's a rebound relationship. If it's a rebound relationship for the person, they won't tell you that up front. They may say something else, but they won't tell you the significance of that. But you will know it. You can feel it. You can feel that this person was with someone else or is hurting, and trying to get to the bottom of that or stay in this relationship thinking you'll be the one to overcome it. It's just a bad idea, because that's not a good place for you to be. Your partner avoids making plans for the future. Anybody that really wants to be with you is going to want to have you in their life in the future. They're going to talk about things they want to do with you. Not only are they going to talk about it, they're going to plan it. If they're not planning things, it means they don't have the gumption or the motivation. And if they're not motivated to plan things with you, then you're not significant. You only date when it's convenient for them. If you're having to call them all the time and say, hey, want to hang together or want to get together, that's a sign there's something deeper going on and you're not significant to this person. This person doesn't invite you to their closest friends or their family. Now, granted, they shouldn't want to really invite you to see their family till the relationship is really secure and you guys have been together for a long time, because otherwise that can be a sign of something else going too fast. But they should want you to know their friends. That's important, because who this person is basically mirrored in their friends. And I think that's a significant thing when they want to show you off and have you meet their friends. They're not giving you attention. They're not trying to really make you feel special. If they're not giving you attention and noticing things about you, that's like a red warning flag that you are a placeholder. You're not significant to them. If they in any way disrespect you, then, let me just say, when somebody really is into you, they will never disrespect you. In fact, they're always on guard. They want to be sure that you know how much they respect you and love you for what they do. Now, if you're feeling like, man, I am a placeholder, then the first thing you need to do is you need to be honest with that. And you need to own that. And you need to tell yourself, okay, it's probably not me. It's where they are in their life. And I'm trying to force myself and do immediate healing where there's just absolutely no possibility of that right now. Because I think a lot of the intentions when you stay with someone as a placeholder are done in a sense that you want to help them heal, but you're not what they need at that time, and you're probably not going to be in the future. So the first thing is, don't get involved with somebody like this. If you can recognize within the first 2 dates that they're just looking, they're out shopping for something better, let that one go. Secondly, avoid dating someone that's recently gone through a bad breakup. I say any breakup, because I don't care what kind of breakup it is. It usually takes a while for them to kind of stabilize and be the person that they're available, that they're really ready to love again. If you've been dating for a while and you don't know one of their friends, like you haven't been introduced to anybody, that's a very clear sign. Get out of it. Like, ask them, confront them directly, and then if they're not willing to do it, just leave it. And if you haven't made plans together, as I told you before, just ask them about it, confront them, and then you can find out right then. These are things that are going to help that person get out of your life within the first 2 months, rather than staying in this relationship for 6 months or beyond trying to make it work. Don't ever allow anyone to treat you like an option. If you are an option, you are not significant. And anytime you're not significant, the relationship is not going to work. Because trust comes from that, the ability to be vulnerable comes from feeling significant, and just the idea of creating an emotional intimacy that can tie the two of you together to go through the storms of life. You need to be significant. So that's the word. And you can even ask them, you can have them watch this video and say, listen, I don't feel significant. That is a good enough reason to not be involved in a relationship.